What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Nena, and we're returning to the 1985 English language album, It's All in the Game. And the next tune is Anyplace, Anywhere, Anytime, which sounds ubiquitous. It sounds maybe not eternal, but certainly there are no restrictions placed on time, location, or context, and thus, in that regard, it feels like an open invitation or offer or declaration, and one which is amenable to circumstance and conditions. Now, obviously, the context of that suggestion or declaration could influence the degree to which it's more legitimate and literal, or whether it could be more situational relative to a particular person, say. So yeah, I'll see what I can catch on a first listen, and again, I do have the lyrics on the inner sleeve here, so I will grab my cell phone with the light, which allows my middle-aged eyes to see better. But yes, we will first see what I can catch, and then we will check it out more directly. But yes, this is Anyplace, Anywhere, Anytime by Nena from their 1985 English language album, It's All in the Game.
I'm going to anywhere you're coming from, any place, anywhere, anytime. Another story time and late, you were a pirate from the sea. Words sail across the page, crash like thunder suddenly. Bits and pieces from the storm rain upon me as they fall, made into my skin and everywhere. Sweep upon me like a wave. We are young and brave, embrace the wind and float into another time and space. If we belong to each other, we belong.
favorite on the album so far. That I love the energetic feel of that one. Obviously, it's a bit of a dichotomy because in the interludes and the even the verses, it's a bit more stripped down and slow and syncopated. But in the chorus and in the latter stages of the tune, there's just so much energy and intensity, and there's a bit of an epic feel to the track overall. And yes, I love that, energetic 80s, like synth rock, I guess. I mean, it's synth pop, but there's enough guitar there that I think you can use the phrase synth rock. So, yeah, there's a scope to the tune, there's an energy to the tune, there's pace, and there's an epic quality. And lyrically, it's interesting. Like, so after the first minute or so, I'm thinking like, oh, is this a statement about like humanity more broadly, that when we're born we're inclined to do certain things or whatever? But the more it went on, I think it's about two specific people, and I think the narrator is saying, it would be the same for us in any place, in any time, anywhere you can imagine or that has already existed. We would be connected to each other. I'd be coming to whatever world you're from, and we'll always end it up. Which makes me think of, there's a movie, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and the end is like, the way it's shot, I think it's often discussed and debated or interpreted in different ways, but the way I always took it is that like these people could meet in any context and they'd end up being involved with each other. There's no scenario in which, they would meet and because of their circumstances not end up being a couple or being being involved. So I feel like that's maybe the message being stated here, that anywhere, any place, any time, these two people would always be drawn to each other, would always come together and have a form of, magnetism between each other. So let's check out how close to accurate that is. Ooh. Okay. Like a hammer on a drum, like footprints in the sand. From the moment we are born, there's an imprint on our hand. So, yeah, again, that's where I was thinking, like, okay, so is this just about human nature and the common experiences and feelings we have? But wrap your fingers round my neck. You don't speak my dialect, but our images reflect. Drawn together by the flame, we are just the same. Embrace the wind and fall into another time and space. If we belong to each other, we belong. Any place, anywhere, any time. I'm going to any world you're coming from, any place, anywhere, any time. Another story, time and age. You were a pirate from the sea. Words sail across the page, crash like thunder suddenly. Bits and pieces from your storm rain upon me as they form, melt into my skin and I feel warm. Sweep upon me like a wave, we are young and brave. Embrace the wind and float into another time and space. And then again, the chorus once more. So I think I'm on point with that. I think it's maybe a bit more physical or passionate than I was reading. But yeah, I think that's essentially the idea, that, we could live centuries ago and be, out on the waves, out on a ship. We could live in any place and any time, and we'll have that passion and that flame for each other. So I think that's what's happening. In any case, once again, shout out to Seb and Michaela, who have given me indications of how similar to or different from the original German songs these are. Looking forward to hearing that for this one. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.